Okay, this is Ibad on the Ninja High Jump server. Actually, what I'm doing is playing back the video and adding a commentary because I didn't have a mic when I did this recording, but I got a mic, so I decided I would add a commentary to it. As you can see, I'm in my favorite sniping spot on the airfield map, and I'm on my favorite server, which seems to be defunct for about a month now. But it was fun while I was on there, and that's when I made these videos. You can get similar gameplay on the fast, high experience servers, except that you can't do the high jump, which is really cool on this server. So one thing I like to do is camp and snipe. I do a lot of that on this. The only downside is that sometimes people will sneak up on you with a hack and they'll pick you up. You'll see that later in the video. But another thing I would like to bring out is that I don't really have a high performance system. I have a fairly old system, and still I can achieve a pretty high score. I think I came in like second place on this. And all I have is like a low ranked AMD processor with a fairly old graphics card, and of course I am running a low resolution. I'm getting around 70 frames per second, but normally I get over 100 without running the video capture software, which is for some reason it's slowing it down. It shouldn't be, but it is. So apparently they didn't multi-thread this software very well, which is what I'm using is the Screencast-O-Matic. So the cool thing about this server is, and one reason why I like it so much, is because you can get into places where you wouldn't normally be able to get, like this spot here on the side of the building, and you'll see later on a couple of other good spots, and maybe they'll bring the server back so you'll be able to actually play on, hopefully. You just have to keep looking for it. It's the Ninja High Jump server. I think their website shows up in the video somewhere if you want to contact them. It's one thing that's cool about this server is you can get dogs fairly easier than in the standard game. I don't think you need as many points. I think in the standard game you need 10 or something like that. This you only need 7 in sequence without dying. The artillery doesn't really damage much on this server most of the time. So see, that was a pretty good shot. Okay, now here's a spot I get into where you can't normally get in this spot, obviously, in the standard game, but it works pretty well for me up here. I think this is actually the only time I ever played from this spot, but it works pretty well for me because I stay alive for a while and I get a few kills. Another thing I should point out is that I don't hack, so if I was hacking, you'd probably see outlines of the enemies through the walls when they're inside buildings, wall hack type of stuff. I don't do that, so you can't see that on my video. And I don't have an aim bot, so you'll see me miss a lot of shots. So I'm actually doing the aiming here. So I don't hack. I don't really think it's a good thing to do. For one thing, you won't improve your playing skills. Maybe you don't need to with that, but if you want to learn how to play the game the way it was intended to be played, you shouldn't do any hacking. And you know, it's kind of weird too, because people will spend hundreds of dollars on a video card. You know, I'm thinking, you know, over $300 or $400 for a high quality NVIDIA video card. They'll buy a high quality monitor, you know, a highly ranked Intel CPU. Now you can actually get a Ryzen because it's one of these. But even that doesn't rank high on game performance at this resolution I'm using. But maybe that'll be fixed later. But the point is, though, if you get a high-ranked video card, high-ranked CPU, what are you doing hacking on these games? That means you just can't even freaking play. You might as well find something else to do. Because you got to have a powerful computer, and then you still got to hack. So you might as well just hack and forget about spending all the money on the computer. But the cool thing about that is that I'm not hacking. I don't have a high-ranked video card or CPU, and yet I'm still racking up a good score. I'm doing all my own aiming, not wall hacking. You know, I think it's pretty cool, because I've been playing for a long time, but because I don't hack, I've developed some skill with the game. And some of the other videos I have, they'll give you some tips on how to use the betties and anything else I can think of. But for this one, I'm just showing you some good live, raw, unedited gameplay, and sharing with you my thoughts on hacking and etc. So, you know, that could have been an aimbot. Not really sure. Sometimes on an aimbot, when you see the replay, you'll see that, especially if they're using an automatic weapon, the hack is obvious, because they'll switch targets really quick. Sometimes they'll shoot 3 or 4 targets in one volley. Depends on the weapon, but how much ammo you got. But you'll see that if you anybody who plays this game seriously will know when they've been hacked. But if you're not familiar with this game, I'll try to point out some of the hacks in my videos so that you can know what's going on with that. See, now this spot right here, you can't normally get in this spot on a standard map, standard server. And it's a really cool spot. It's hard for them to spot you up here. And you can see a lot of different approaches. You can get the sniper in the window on the building across the way. Get them coming up this side here, this right side approach. Pick them up off the wall and try to get up on these roofs and get them. And so now I got a 7-kill streak, and I called in the dogs. Time's running out. Okay, so you can see my name at the top. Second place, almost 40 kills. You know, with just regular computer, nothing major.